Hey guys, Dominick from Genuine Assholes, and we are almost a week away from Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice, so I thought it'd be a fun time to go back and revisit some Batman movies, some Superman movies, maybe the good ones, maybe the bad ones. We'll see where I take it. Today's movie is going to be 2013's Man of Steel. Right off the bat, Man of Steel is a very divided film among fans. I mean, some people hate it, some people love it. I really like it. I mean, I like the approach they took. I like that it's more of a sci-fi film than, taking kind of the Richard Donner traditional Superman approach, although I love the first two films in that series. I just think it freshens it up a bit, because Superman is one of the oldest comic books, so let's remember that. It needs to be reinvented, and I think a movie like Superman Returns made the mistake of trying to continue something that was started so many years ago. So I really like Man of Steel right off the bat because of that. I mean, it feels different, it feels fresh, it's got a kind of dark tone. I also love the cast. I mean, Henry Cavill as Clark Kent Superman, Amy Adams, everybody in this movie is great. Michael Shannon as Zod, awesome. Kevin Costner, Russell Crowe, Diane Lane, everybody in this movie is well cast. Larry Fishburne. And everybody does a good job playing those parts. I didn't have a problem with any of that. The action's good. My biggest flaw with this movie, honestly, is probably, with a lot of people feel this way, is the third act, because it feels like it kind of overstays its welcome a bit. I mean, it feels like it should be ending, it should be ending, it should be ending, and that's pretty much how the whole third act feels. Also, there's a lot of destruction. Let's remember, this is a comic book movie. This is a superhero film. You read the comics, they're blowing up shit all the time. So, yes, it comes with the territory. But there's just something about it that it feels like too much. I see in Batman v Superman, they're kind of going into that a little bit. So, that there were repercussions of this. So, hopefully that'll maybe fix things a little bit. But really, if this movie was maybe 15-20 minutes shorter, I think it would be a much tighter film. It brings it down a little bit in my book, but like I said, this is a good movie. It's got a good cast. It's got a good story too. I mean, it's not the traditional origin story. It kind of does the flashback thing, which reminds me a lot of how Deadpool was too. And the score by Hans Zimmer. I mean, this is a guy who's done a lot of Christopher Nolan's movies, the Dark Knight trilogy, Interstellar, and he just taps those heartstrings. I really love the score in this movie. I wouldn't say, oh, this tops the iconic John Williams score of the original, but this is a great score as well, and I really love it. I really love the main theme, and I love all the action themes. This movie, I'd have to give it, I was kind of on the fence. I'd have to give it 3.5 stars out of 5. I mean, like I said, if it was cut a little differently, if it was edited a bit better, the ending, I would have probably pushed it to a 4. But that's not to say this isn't a good film. Maybe even a great film. I do like it a lot, and I enjoy watching it. Each time I watch it, I enjoy it a little bit more. But those flaws that I mentioned, they were there for me in the very beginning. I remember sitting in the theater and saying, okay, this is dragging on a little bit more. And now still to this day, when I watch it, I feel that way. So that is the problem with the movie. But other than that, like I said, a good film, a fun watch, and a good Superman adaptation. So thanks for watching, guys. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, and check out my other stuff. I'm also going to be having some other Batman and Superman movie reviews. I haven't picked which ones I'm going to do, but I have some ideas, maybe some goofy ones, and maybe some good ones. I'm going to see how I'm feeling. So thanks for watching, guys.